Hey, this is Matt. Once again, we're about to have a video. There's another paid request, this time from Marv B. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, reviews, randomness, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is the Bad Batch from 2016. No, this is not the Star Wars Bad Batch. This is another one, which had appearances by Giovanni Ribisi, the It's a Bunch of Trees guy from Avatar. He's in a small bit. Keanu Reeves is in it as kind of this Hugh Hefner cult leader type, which sounds cooler than it is in the movie. Jason Momoa, or as I call him, Jason Mamma Mia, he's in the film. Jim Carrey is in the film as this mute hermit who has a couple scenes. This movie was fucking awful. This is a movie that's 2 hours but has about 30 minutes of story at most. A lot of it is just wandering around, plodding around, taking his sweet ass time, going through a wasteland, this desert wasteland where people who are deemed unworthy are tossed into this desert wasteland. So a woman wanders along. I forgot what the hell the song was. All that she wants, ba da 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 da. All that she wants, ba da 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 da. I forget what the hell that song's called. But she wanders around. She waits to that song, and these cannibals grab her. They cut off her arm. They cut off her leg, and she's able to beat this guy and escape with one arm and one leg. And I find it funny that all the bodybuilders, well, all the cannibals, a lot of the guys look like bodybuilders, including Jason Momoa. And I'm like, so wait a minute, you have such trouble with food that you grab people and you cut their body limbs off to eat, to grill and eat, sometimes in front of them. But you guys are pumping and look like bodybuilders. Not starving, not emaciated. How the fuck do you guys look like Dwayne The Rock Johnson? I guess, protein in those meats. It's in the meats. I guess. I don't fucking know, man. I can only assume that's what it is. Whatever the fuck. As it gets cloudy as I'm doing this. Good. Fits my damn mood. So she escapes as she's slowly crawling on a skateboard. And no one notices her slow-ass, one-legged, one-arm woman doing this on a skateboard. Wow, these cannibals. They're spot on in their security. They're spot on in their tenacity. They're spot on in their instinct. Woman with one arm, one leg kicks someone's ass and then able to steep on a slow-ass skateboard. Going 2 centimeters per hour. So then Jim Carrey, as this mute hermit, takes her to this town called Comfort. Then it cuts to 5 months later. And she has a leg again. I should say a prosthetic leg. Now, I don't know why she doesn't have a prosthetic arm. I mean, she just happens to have a prosthetic leg. I just think that, whoa, shit. Well, we can't have her crawling everywhere. We gotta have her walking, but we already cut her leg off. Yeah, this town has a prosthetic leg. No arm. Just her shits and doodles, but she has a leg. How she afforded a leg, how she got the fake leg, I have no damn idea. She just did. Okay. So she finds a gun, goes back, finds one of the cannibals, shoots her. There's a little kid who's the daughter of Jason Momoa, kind of the lead cannibal guy. Our lead walks back in the Comfort. The little girl follows. Pretty soon, the lady's going to take care of the little girl while Jason Momoa wants to find his daughter. at some points meets Jim Carrey, who is dirty. Looks like his teeth is all messed up. Doesn't talk. Sees that Jason Momoa did all these drawings, so pretty much exaggerating to him, draw me and I'll point you in the direction they went in. So he does. One thing leads to another. The little girl gets put into the Hefner house where Keanu Reeves, who sounds stoned, and people go, well, no shit, it's Keanu Reeves. No, I mean more stoned than usual, with big old glasses. Hey, this is Keanu Reeves. Welcome to the Tower of Comfort. The place where they didn't want us. They thought we were too. What the hell did he say? Well, he gives a big speech about we're outcasts. And so at one point, the lady, as the little girl's down with him, the lady gets high, goes on walkabout, is in the desert, and this walkabout with hallucination, very lousy effects with shimmers of the sky. At least Jason Momoa, who pretty much goes, you get my daughter back. And that's what I mean, this movie just, it drags. There's like 30 minutes of story, and this movie goes for 2 hours. There's scenes that just drag and stretch out. And you're like, you could watch this film at 2.5 speed and not miss anything. I mean, there's barely any dialogue in the first 30-some minutes. It's boring and it's self-indulgent. There's a scene where Jason Momoa is kind of in the desert going, I'm lost, I don't know what to do. And Jim Carrey finds him again, takes his knife and gives him a snow globe as a present, and then walks away. The lady... Oh, Giovanni Ribisi's in it just like 2 times. He just says some random rambling nonsense that's supposed to mean something that I don't care. Then our lead, is not interesting. You don't find anything about the lead lady. You don't find anything about her life, why she's here, what her deal's about. The acting is not that great. It's not that interesting. There's no reason for me to care about her. The landscape, bunch of like garbage and shanty towns. It's not like I'm marveling the cinematography or the production value. Goes to Keanu's place. Keanu has some self-indulgent dialogue about how he has this place where he has concubines that will get pregnant with him, and he has stuff that people take for granted, like be able to shit in a toilet and it's not cluttered up. Yes, that is the thing that's talked about in the movie. So she gets the girl, leaves, and Keanu Reeves says, sure you want to do that? So she leaves, takes someone hostage on their golf cart, goes back to Jason Momoa, gives the daughter back. The daughter has a pet rabbit. She's been living there for so long, she wants spaghetti. As I'm sure Jason Momoa's like, what the fuck is spaghetti? And the woman is, I want to stay with you. And Jason Momoa is confused. Just like I am, going, you know what's out there? There's nothing out here. And she says, I had to write this down. All these things that happen to us, happens to us, so that the next things that happen to us, happen to us. Let me say that again. She says to Jason Momoa, this is her reasoning. All these things that happen to us, happens to us, So that the next things that happen to us. What? Shit happens and then you die? So then, I don't care, spoilers, well, I've been spoiling it. The three are in the wasteland, they eating up the little girl's pet rabbit, and she's eating it even though she's crying. But then this happy music is playing. I'm like, you're all fucked up. Everybody's fucked up. So, I'm sitting there going, number one, there's really no one for me to root for. You don't... I mean, I guess Jim Carrey's mute hermit that appears 3 times. Which is funny that the most likable character is the guy with no lines of dialogue. I'm sitting there going, what was the point of... Like, this movie was just so fucking boring, slow, plotting, useless, pointless, inconsequential, lame as hell. Sack of shit. Self-indulgent. If it farted, it would think it smelled like roses. That's what this kind of movie is. This kind of movie that people would go, it's artistic and it's so beyond your lack of intellect. No, it's boring as shit, and it didn't need to be 2 hours long. This could have been like a short film and would have had the same damn thing, and I still would have said it sucked. Don't care about the characters, don't care about... I think Jim Carrey and Keanu Reeves are wasted. You put them in the same movie, but they don't share any scenes. I mean, you got Jim Carrey and Keanu Reeves in the same movie, but you don't have them with any scenes together. Jim Carrey just did this because, hey, I get to play a mute hermit weirdo. I don't know why. This director, I don't think she did anything much else after that good. The Bad Batch. It's funny, while I was looking up stuff in this, I kept getting the Star Wars stuff, so... This movie just was lame as fuck. Just, like, what am I supposed to like about it? What am I supposed to cheer and pontificate about it? The closest it's got is the scene with Jason Momoa, the hermit helping him, because he was wounded at one point, patches him up, and then Jason Momoa kind of looking like, I'm lost. Like, I don't know what to do. Oh, and he has a thick accent because he's playing a Cuban, as he calls it. Cuban. As a Cuban. I'm a Cuban. I mean, when the most insight is Jim Carrey giving you a snow globe, I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't. You get some actors like Jim and Keanu Reeves and you do nothing with them, and it just like... Maybe they thought they were making a cult film, but you can't make a cult film on purpose. That has to come naturally. That's just... At least to me, that's how it is. I still don't get why the lead girl decided to join Jason Momoa out in the wasteland. Maybe she likes his pecs. Maybe it's her feeling guilty for killing this woman who is the mother of this child. Maybe because it's awful everywhere, so just make it work wherever you can try to do it. Make it work wherever you are. Take it day by day. Whatever the fuck I don't give a shit. We'll see you guys later. I'm done with this movie. Later.